Friends, I saved this one for you from the scrap pile. This is a Spirovent Junior. These heads are replaceable. I do suggest replacing them. This was a neat trick I found at this guy's house. The previous plumber had put a 1/2-inch toilet stop on here so that he didn't have to replace this. He probably didn't have one with him, which I didn't either. I had to go back. But this is the inside. So this is an auto vent or a Spirovent Junior. These go all the way up to like 1.5 inches, I believe. But these heads do screw off. You got to use either a strap wrench, or if you're careful, you can get them off with a pair of channel locks. Inside, you got a float. This is a float assembly. This is just bent, but it's all kind of goopy in there. It was kind of sticking. So this float assembly wasn't doing its thing. How this works is when there's air in the system, the float sinks and it depresses this little plunger. There goes that. Little plunger goes toot, and it kind of lets the air out of those holes. There's a little seal here. Focus. There's a little seal in there, a cup seal, and by the air dropping that float, it pulls this out of position and it lets the air out until the float floats up, because the water comes up and then all your air is out of your system. But there's also a replaceable cartridge in the housing underneath this. There's a piece of screen that actually kind of agitates the microbubbles out of your water. So that's helpful, especially if you got a big system. Air in your system's no bueno. You get corrosion. You get stuff that looks like that. That's what happens with air. Hits iron. But most of your systems with black iron pipe and whatnot have very low oxygen in them, unless you got a leak and you're adding a lot of water. So if there's a lot of rust in your system, you probably got a leak. You can monitor that in a couple different ways. If you shut the water off, and then you can look at your pressure gauge on your boiler. If the pressure drops, obviously the water's going somewhere, so you got a leak. Lots of different systems out there. This is just one particular thing I figured you guys would find this interesting. Obviously, we're not going to put this back in service, and this was just a show and tell. Hope you guys are doing well. Stay warm. Have a good day.